Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my podcast. I'm going to speak about another world themed a humble read of middle age love manga named The Saviour's Book Cafe in Another World. The manga straight up starts with a god speaking about sending the main character Sukina to another world, where she have to be a savior for the kingdom she will be transferred to. But being the 30-year-old woman and the life that comes with it, she is not enthusiastic about it, breaking the god's expectations, and the story moves on to a compromise, with her living in another world by hiding her identity as savior and bargained for her dream book cafe, which the god provided her on the other world. Within 3 days after transfer to another world and opening the book cafe, a handsome person comes to the cafe as customer, and they both hit it off and become an item of lovebirds and cute encounters thereafter. And this becomes the core of the story. This manga leans on the side of kawaii, the most than a typical isekai manga setup, but it furnishes the details of mature and orderly love. They became a loving dynamic duo in a short time. They are portrayed into giving a happily married couple vibe with loving years, even though it happens after several months they meet. Several months after they met is unfounded. But for the sake of our courtesy, we can overlook this. The story moves on from chapter to chapter with gentle and vivid characters, making us feel the warmth of the story. Every characters are orchestrated to show in a quite mild manner to make the cuteness of the love between Tsukina and Il apparent. It gives us hidden and obvious hints on the level of love between them. The author and the manga artist have worked really very well in hand in making this story a pleasant to read phenomenon. It was very good to read and it makes us feel as really good. The artwork emphasizes more on kawaii and feelings, reminding us this is a female lead love isekai story. It gives us a good and comfy feeling, and the artist works were aligned to show every emotional key moments of the character, especially Sukina, in a dedicated comic frames. It might not make us blush, but it surely have an impact of loveliness. They have cut down on unnecessary filler art frame and used the safe space to empower the characters' feelings. The speech bubble are made in a not abstracted way to make us feel the story. It has a perfect balance between aesthetic and detailed artwork, pleasant to read and enjoy little moments of cuteness. The arc endings are executed smoothly and it finishes with all the cliffhanger along with loose ends. It also give a hidden hints for the next arc to start, and the flow with the story is quite organic. The villain and villainess are made into eccentric characters. It balances well with the main character's shy nature and gives a good cause of excitement in the manga. From life threatening to love rival, it has been vitally played. The villain and villainous characters have been vitally played to enumerate the book cafe savior role into main character. At the end of it all, she just wants to run a book cafe along with her lover and soon to be her husband, Il, while taking the god's task to save the country and world. This might have a little this might have a little resemblance of the isekai setups, but it genuinely sponsors into a love manga, and the artwork and art styles and it all gives a pleasant feel and makes us feel good about love. The Isekai Manga Cafe is a pleasant read manga. I mean, it gives the story and its orchestrated events are not so unique, but it's a very lively and vivid love story. Maybe it could be a different one female lead has been a little more rigorous and violent in terms of handling the orchestrated events, but it was a well driven and points to the story of love manga. Yeah, it really is a cute manga read, because I'm keep saying cute because it was on it is emphasis on the cuteness and kawaii factor. Then typical set, typical isekai setup of adventure and fantasy. I hope everyone who hears this podcast also enjoys as much as I do for every chapters. Have a pleasant read and have a great day. Ciao.